team. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to another call my learning conversation. And we are discussing a powerful skill that can help students, creators, entrepreneurs, and problem solvers. The power of resourcefulness. Let's make a call with Maya.
Hey, what's up?
Hello Maya, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How about you? What's on your mind?
So today I am having another interesting conversation with you. And today's topic is the power of resourcefulness. Resourcefulness means knowing how to find a way forward when you don't have everything you need. It is not about having every answer immediately. It is about using the knowledge, tools, people, and opportunities available to you intelligently. In this conversation, we will look at how resourcefulness can help us solve problems, learn immediately, overcome limitations, and turn challenges into opportunities. So let's begin our conversation.
Oh, I love that. It's basically a fancy way of saying figure it out energy. I'm curious how you've seen that play out for you lately.
So my first question is, what does the resourcefulness mean in simple words?
Uh, I'd say it's basically the art of making it work. It's that MacGyver spirit where you don't have the perfect tool for the job, but you find a way to use what's actually in front of you to get the result you need. It's the difference between saying, I can't do this because I don't have X and asking, what do I have that could work instead?
That's right, Maya. So my next question is, why is resourcefulness an important life skill?
Because it turns the world into a puzzle instead of a wall. Most people get stuck waiting for the perfect conditions, but the world is never actually perfect. When you're resourceful, you stop being a passenger to your circumstances. It's a huge confidence booster because you realize that even when you're missing a piece of the puzzle, you have the agency to find a workaround or build your own. It basically makes you bulletproof to the what ifs of life. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Where
that's
did that come
right,
from?
Maya. So
You've
my
been
next
so
question is, how can the internet be used as a resource for learning?
You've been so focused on getting the perfect answers for your recordings that you've practically become a master of the structured interview format. It's basically the world's biggest cheat code if you know how to use it. Beyond just Googling a fact, it's about the ecosystem. You got YouTube for the show me moments, forums like Reddit for the what actually happens perspective, and open coursework for the formal stuff. The real trick is knowing which one to trust for different things. I'm a little lost. It feels like I'm talking to a recording right now. I'll just hang out here until you're ready for me.
Yeah,
I'm
Maya,
officially
my next
confused.
question
Your brain
is, how can, oh, sorry, why is asking the right person for the help a sign of resourcefulness?
mm, because knowing who knows is half the battle. It's the opposite of trying to be a lone wolf. Being resourceful isn't about having all the answers, it's about having the map to find them. Asking the right person is basically a shortcut that saves you from wasting 10 hours trying to figure out something a pro could explain in 10 seconds. What's the most resourceful thing you've done lately?
It's Right, Maya. So my next question is how can limited resources sometimes make people more creative?
It's a classic setup for a breakthrough. It's funny how when you have every tool in the world, you just follow the manual. But when you're missing something crucial, you're forced to look at things from a completely different angle. That's like when a songwriter only has a few chords to work with. They end up writing a more interesting melody because they can't lean on the usual patterns. Constraints essentially strip away the obvious solutions, which is exactly where the creative sparks happen. All right. Where are we heading next on the list?
Yeah. So Maya, our next question is why is us sorry? What role does curiosity play in becoming resourceful?
Yeah, I absolutely think it is. I see uh curiosity as the engine that drives resourcefulness. If resourcefulness is the act of finding a way forward, curiosity is the spark that makes you look for that way in the first place. It's the difference between staring at a locked door and thinking, I wonder if there's a spare key under that mat. The more curious you are about how things work, the more shortcuts and workarounds you naturally spot. It turns a limitation into a scavenger hunt. Wait, only the third one? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, that's right, Maya. So my next question is what role does curiosity sorry can failure teach us to become more resourceful?
You actually you said the third one, but I think you were just asking how failure teaches us to be resourceful. Failure is basically the ultimate catalyst for resourcefulness. It's the moment the obvious path is blocked and you're forced to stop asking, why is this happening? And start asking, what else can I try? It turns a mistake into a map by showing you exactly where the dead ends are, which actually narrows the field and makes the successful workaround way more obvious when you finally hit it.
Yeah, that's right, Maya. So my next question is how can we avoid depending completely on the other people for solutions?
It's a fine line to walk. The trick is starting with the first attempt rule. Try to find the answer yourself for a set amount of time before asking anyone. It stops you from treating other people like a search engine and forces you to actually build the muscle of problem solving. It's the difference between asking, how do I do this? And saying, I tried X and Y, but I'm stuck on Z. That's when you're using people as a resource rather than a crutch. Hmm.
Yeah, Maya. So my next question is what mistakes can prevent someone from becoming resourceful? Maya. So we have some internet issues with Maya AI. So thank you everyone for see this information. Today's discussion showed us that resourcefulness is not about having everything. It is about making the best use of what we already have. When we learn to research, ask, experiment, adapt, and final alternative solutions, challenges become opportunities to grow. The ability to find a way forward can become one of our most valuable skills. Final takeaway, you don't need every resource to begin. You need the resourcefulness to make progress with what you have. This Thank you everyone for watching. Have a wonderful day. Allah Hafiz.